I'm going to read a statement into the minutes. I'm going to ask if there's any objection. If there's not, then the minutes reflect what I read. I will go into a few instructions, and then we can appoint a new chairperson. If there is no objection from the members and subject to Executive Order number 60, the Rules Committee members have determined that it is necessary that this meeting be held electronically to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the public due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Are there any objections concerning this finding by the committee members? Hearing none, let the minutes reflect the board has made the determination to conduct this meeting electronically. When roll call is called by the chairman, please acknowledge when your name is called that you can hear the other members of the board. I want to remind the members that all votes must be taken by roll call. The chairman will call your name, at which time you will express your vote. Prior to making a motion or a second or asking a question or making a comment, please state your name. Since we're a little unusual situation where the whole board was reelected, I'm going to open it up for a motion for chairperson. Do we have a motion?
This is Commissioner Herbert. I motion to make Jennifer Orr chairperson.
Commissioner we've got a motion second. Any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor of Commissioner Mason being chairman, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Wait, sorry guys, I had to go through roll call. Brian?
Beathard, aye.
Aaron?
Nation's eye.
Tommy? Oh, you're not on. Jerry?
Jerry, aye.
Judy?
Herbert, aye.
Matt?
Williams, aye.
Okay, motion carries. Commissioner Mason, it is your floor. First thing will be the minutes.
I'm sorry, did you say Commissioner Mason?
Yes, ma'am. You have been appointed chairperson.
Oh, sorry, my phone disconnected. I did not realize that. I'm in my car driving because court ran over. So, all right, I'll try to do this the best I can. Is there a vice chair that's able to do it who can actually read the resolution?
Absolutely.
That would be very helpful.
Sure. I'll open up the floor for a motion for vice chair. Do we have a motion?
I'll make
I
the
motion for Aaron Nations for vice chair. Herbert.
We have a motion for Commissioner Nations to be the chair.
Beathard, second.
Commissioner Beathard seconds. I will go through the roll call. Commissioner Beathard.
Beathard, aye.
Commissioner Nations.
Do I need to abstain?
No, we're on committee.
Okay, aye.
Commissioner Herbert.
Herbert, aye.
Commissioner Rainey.
Commissioner Rainey, aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Williams, aye.
Did I miss anybody that's on the line?
Commissioner Mason, aye.
Sorry, Commissioner.
Okay.
Okay, Commissioner Nation, would you like to take over minutes of the first thing that needs to be approved?
I will do my very best. I'm going to lean on you heavily, Bobby.
Okay.
So I need to make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting. Okay, so moved.
Second. Beathard, second.
Were there any corrections or additions that anybody saw? Seeing none, I suppose you're ready to vote. Do I call for the vote, Bobby, or do you?
I can, if it's easier for you.
Either way is fine. Is it roll call?
Yes, it's roll call.
You probably have the list there in front of you and I don't, so I'll let you do that if you don't mind.
Sure. Commissioner Beathard.
Beathard, aye.
Commissioner Nations.
Nation's eye.
Commissioner Mason,
Commissioner Mason, aye.
Commissioner Rainey, Commissioner Williams,
Williams, aye.
did I miss anybody?
Commissioner Herbert says aye.
Okay, motion carries. Commissioner Nation, if you want to read the title of the first resolution that we have.
Yes, it looks like we are voting on a resolution amending the rules, regulations, and procedures of the Williamson County Board of Commissioners concerning the consent agenda found under Rule 3.9.
Is there,
Would you? Nation second.
I guess I'll explain this one. This one's pretty simple. Obviously, as our meetings are getting longer, we are looking to kind of streamline our agenda. One of the things that we came up with is those grant contracts that don't require an amendment to the budget or an appropriation of money. I feel like these don't have to be voted separately on by the county commission, so we thought we'd include these on your consent agenda. Glad to answer questions.
Bobby, this is Commissioner Herbert. I do have a question, and I'm just verifying. I assume we'll see all of these beforehand. If we have any kind of issue with them, we can have them pulled out from the consent agenda, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bobby, were there other items that were found that could possibly be on the consent agenda?
Diane did raise a good one. We are looking at it. It's those resolutions that are grant funds that we just roll over every year. We are looking at that to see if we can do it because technically they are appropriations. So we're still looking into that one. We have an answer. We'll be able to let you know.
Thank you, Bobby.
Okay, any other questions? I guess we're ready to vote, Bobby.
Commissioner Nations,
Aye.
Commissioner Rainey,
Aye.
Commissioner Beathard,
Beathard, aye.
Commissioner Herbert,
Herbert, aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Commissioner Mason, aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Williams, aye.
Commissioner Rainey.
Rainey, aye.
Motion carries unanimously. That's all the resolutions we have today. There's a couple items that we wanted to run by you to see if you would like resolutions on them. In section 1 of your rules book, it provides that you are supposed to have, or you're required to have an assembly once a year. It's basically it's just kind of a meeting with the public. It's held on the weekend, what's required to be held on the weekend, and basically different members submit their items to be included on agenda. This was done several years ago. We've not had one. We had the first one the first year this has been done, and we've not had one since. So since this really is not a tool we're using, we'd like to clean it up and just delete this section. So
I think that's a good idea.
I would propose say yes to your suggestion, Rainey.
Hey, Bobby, this is Jennifer Mason. I'm curious, that first year y'all did it, was there a good turnout from the community and the public?
No. It's a weekend. It was like 9 o'clock on a weekend and just wasn't. It was a good turnout by commissioners. I think 2/3 of them were there, but.
All right, thank you.
Okay, do we have a motion for that? Well, you know what? I'll just bring it back. I've got your direction to draft a resolution to delete that section. Is there any objection to doing that? Or do you actually want to vote today? Okay, I'll take that as I'll bring it back once the resolution.
If they vote today, then we don't have to convene another meeting for that, but we would if you decide on the consent agenda.
That's correct, and that's what I'm thinking too, Tommy, is that we're gonna have to have another meeting. But obviously, I'm more than happy if there's a motion on the floor to approve deleting this section. It's part of section 1. Is there a motion?
Commissioner Mason, I will move to amend the annual meeting portion out of our rules,
Is there a second?
section 1.
Second that one.
Is there any questions? Okay, I will go through the roll call. Commissioner Rainey,
Yes. Rainey, yes.
Commissioner Beathard,
Beathard, aye.
Commissioner Nations,
Nations, aye.
Commissioner Herbert,
Herbert, aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Commissioner Mason, aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Williams, aye.
Commissioner Rainey.
Rainey, aye.
Excellent. Motion passes unanimously. The only other one that we have for you, it's just basically cleaning up. Rule 8.6, it provides that the county mayor and the chairperson of your board will be ex officio non-voting members of all committees unless specified as voting members by law. Since your rules and regulations aren't exactly law, we'd like to amend it and say also if it's provided by your rules and regulations. Just cleaning it up.
Move to approve.
Second, Commissioner Mason.
Commissioner Rainey moved.
Commissioner
Mason
Rainey,
second.
yes. Hey,
Any questions? Okay, I guess we're ready to vote. Commissioner Rainey,
Rainey, yes. Hey,
Commissioner Beathard,
Beathard, aye.
Commissioner Nations,
Nations, aye.
Commissioner Herbert,
Herbert, aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Commissioner Mason, aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Williams, aye.
Commissioner Rainey.
Rainey, aye.
Okay, motion carries unanimously. I will draft those resolutions, and when I send them over to the mayor's office, I'll copy all of you on there. If you've got any issues with it, let me know. And then it'll just go to the county commission in October. Should we find that we can add that other item to the consent agenda, we'll bring it up. We may have to meet again to get recommendation from this body. And that's all I have for you. Terminations.
I would move to adjourn.
Second by Rainey.
Second.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thanks, guys.
Aaron, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Bye, guys.
Bye.